Happy the man. Happy the man, and happy he alone, he who can call today his own, he who, secure within, can say, "Tomorrow do thy worst, for I have lived today. Be fair or foul, or rain or shine, the joys I have possessed, in spite of fate, are mine. Not heaven itself upon the past has power, but what has been, and I have had my hour." John Dryden. Introduction. Kissing the Dolphin. My son Wesley wanted to swim with the dolphins. He was turning 9 on the 9th day of the 9th month, September 9th, 2012, and this was his special request. I had promised each of my 3 children a trip during the summer, each to a destination of their choice, a time for togetherness, a time to plant memories to blossom in their futures, a present for them and me. In July, I traveled to New York City with Marina, my teenage daughter. In August, our family spent a week on Sanibel Island, off the west coast of Florida, at the request of my 11-year-old son, Aubrey. The trips were part of a larger plan, a year I dedicated to living with joy, a year in which I took 7 journeys with 7 people central in my life, to the Yukon, Hungary, the Bahamas, Cyprus. A year also of journeys inward, making scrapbooks from a lifetime of photographs, writing, creating a haven in my own backyard, a chickie hut with open sides, a palm frond roof, and comfy chairs where I summoned memories and friends. Journeys I found more perfect in their doing than I had in their dreaming. Wesley's trip was the simplest and the last. A 3-hour drive in our minivan from our home in South Florida to Discovery Cove in Orlando. "What a beautiful drive," my sister Stephanie commented, cheerful as ever, as we passed through the swampy monotony of Central Florida. Discovery Cove featured a huge artificial lagoon, a beach ringed one side with rocks on the others. Palm trees rose above the lush landscape. Their fronds looked to me like fireworks heralding the occasion there. We gathered on the beach in a drizzle, watching fins slice through the play area on the other side of the lagoon. "Which one is ours?" Wesley asked. "Which one is ours?" A trainer led us into the water. Suddenly a creature appeared before us, a smooth gray face with shining black eyes, a long mouth with edges turned upward as if in a smile. Her bottle nose bobbed, signaling, "I want to play." Wesley was over the moon. He jabbered and jumped, too excited to stand still. With his long blonde hair, wetsuit, and blue eyes, he looked like the surfer boys I so admired in my youth. Happy birthday, my son. Aubrey and Marina stood beside him, just as delighted. "Isn't it mean to keep them penned up?" Marina asked no one in particular. Then the dolphin surfaced near her, and she made fun of her blowhole. Marina was near 15 years old, her thoughts a jumble of the juvenile and the adult. The trainer introduced us. Her name was Cindy, the dolphin, not the trainer. Cindy swam by slowly, allowing us to run her hands down her body. I was stunned by her size, 8.5 feet long, 500 pounds of stone-solid muscle. "What does she feel like?" the trainer asked. "A coach purse," wisecracked hubby John. "I love Cindy," Wesley gushed. Cindy was more than 40 years old. I asked if she had children. "Nope, Cindy's a career woman," said the trainer. "Like me."